Hey guys, my name is Ikaris and this is season 40 war number 3, and this is from my main account. My team is Hercules, Scorpion and Havok, and I'm taking part 5. So this war consists of 12 fights, and the first fight is Hit Monkey on Ebon Flow, Knockdown and Force of Will. So it's an interesting war. I played like a scrub. So this is the first fight where you'll see that. And we start off with Hercules. So my plan is just to knock him down, and over here, like never hit more than once. And that was the plan for this fight. But somewhere here, I guess after this SP1, I did dash back, but I don't know how he caught me over there. And with like the guy was running deep wounds, so with deep wounds I got to like 18 something percent or maybe more than that, and just from 100% and like 5 hits. So that at this point, like I was very much scared, like okay, I just don't want to die on my first fight. So I just started playing carefully, like not hit him more than once when he has all his buffs. And over here, somewhere here, I did a parry. It showed a parry. I was not at less than 18%, so that assassin's trigger, and somehow the parry didn't work. And I was a bit confused at this point. I was like, okay, this was something new. Like I didn't even realize it until like I was doing a voiceover. So eventually we got down the fight, and it was a lot on my potion usage. I had to use a lot of potions, and in this war, like I think I'm gonna use a lot of potions. And you'll also see a death by me, which was not exactly my fault, but it was just an input issue fault. But eventually I was playing it, so it has to be my fault. So next up is Penny on Unstoppable Heavy and Even Flow Knockdown. She's also a tactic defender, so we just have to be careful, like not to give her a lot of flourish charges. So I'm gonna use Hercules, and over here I'm gonna wait for that fury to expire, and now I'm just gonna knock her down and probably push her to a special 2 and not to a special 1, because that way uh, I don't have to worry about the spider charges. And over here now, since we have blocked the whole SP2, I just have to do one block hit, so I remove all the charges. So initially the fight is a bit slow, and I knew that, so I was well prepared about that. And over here I'm just gonna chance this, and over here we make our first mistake, which was trying to do a stand-up intercept. And over here I'm just trying to let her dash back so I can remove the shield. And over here I parried, and now I'm just praying like she doesn't throw that special one, but straight away after getting knocked down she just throws that special one. So now I have to rush a bit in this at this moment, because I want that fury, and we kind of like mistimed the special one over there. So it was a bit of a bad thing, because now she's at another special one, and I just don't want her to throw that special one now, because above 15 of those charges, like we get uh, a power burn, which is a bad thing. It's just gonna decrease our health even more. And now that she has the protection, even if I'm doing block hits, the shield is not coming down that fast. Eventually the shield came down fast, and she's at another SP1, so I just decided to do a heavy and just parry again and just finish the fight. I could have played that fight a bit better, but it is what it is. So again, we're gonna use some more potions just to heal back Hercules, because I'm gonna use Hercules on this fight as well. And it's just a void on aggression, prowess, and ebb and flow intercept, and debuff immunity after knocking down. So I thought like at this point I should use a regen boost, just so that I'm topped up on my health, and somewhere like if I get a debuff and if I'm not able to shrug it off like this over here, I'm not losing a lot of health. So we start well, And over here now I luckily the stand-up intercept like connected, so we're at 19 of those, and hits, and like we just did like 4 hits and we removed that debuff on us, so he gets his protection again. And I'm just trying to wait out for his debuff so that I can do the remaining 2 hits, so I purify the debuff. So this fight is going well, and until I guess we make mistakes somewhere, I think. Or maybe it was not this fight. Yeah, it's over here. So we missed an intercept, so that basically meant like we just gonna lose some more health, but eventually like it wasn't that devastating, so it's all good. So next up is Apocalypse on Hazard Shift, Shock and Incinerate, and also Aggression Prowess and Insult to Injury. So on this fight I'm gonna use Scorpion because he's a tactic attacker, a subdue attacker. So over here the plan is to wait out this Incinerate phase, do block hits to maintain space, and during the shock phase probably hit more, and this way just control the prowesses and try to push him to a special 2. And whenever the phase end is about to end, don't let them have a bar of power, because if they throw that special, it's going to be devastating on your block because of the prowesses which have been built up during that phase. For example, the incinerate phase over here. So I just try to keep them below 1 bar, and throughout that one phase I never pushed them to 1 bar of power or maybe 2 bars of power, so that I can just play it more safe. I can also maintain my space this way. So the incinerate phase ended. Now we're gonna be very much aggressive. We're gonna do like 5-8 combos just to control all that prowesses and cycle up special ones, because it has a bunch of hits. So the fight is going well, and he's again in the incinerate phase, so I'm just gonna block hit him and make sure that he's not gonna go at 1 bar of power now. And once the incinerate phase ends, I just do a parry, and then I just do my regular hits and just use a special one so that the prowess is maintained. And we can see like we're doing pretty much good in this fight. So it's a bit of a long fight, but still, like using Scorpion, it's a bit safer for me. Like I have done this fight in the past, so I'm very much comfortable about this. So it's a bit of a longer fight. That's the only thing about this one. So slowly we're bringing him down. It's we still have like a lot of time left, so I'm not that much worried about a timeout over here. So I'm just sticking to my plan, which is like playing it slow and not fucking it up. So we're doing well in this one, and over here we again just go with the special 1 bait. I didn't want him to get to that special 1, but he did, and we also did 1 hit during the incinerate phase, which I would not recommend you to do that. But like I thought like it's better if he throws another special 1, probably. I guess that was the plan I had in mind. So with a few flourish charges also, like it's a bit advantageous for us, because this way like we can push him to a special 2 rather than like keeping him at like half a bar or 3/4 of a bar of power. So this is working out in our favor. Like right now he has 2 flourish, so I'm just gonna do a 5-hit combo and bait out a heavy somewhere here. Or like he did like medium on my block, so this gave me an opening, so we pushed him to a special 2, and then I remove all the flourish charges with the special 1. And over here like he was in the assassin's range, so I thought like let's just take him down like this with basic hits, and even if I get like 1 incinerate, it's still fine. So next is Attuma on Scarfed Stiff, Bubble Shield, and Power Focus 2. So I'm gonna use Havok for this fight. And over here, the plan is to never parry and just push him to a special 2 and just nuke him down with Havok and the mutant power back boost. So initially we start well. He does cooperate initially with the heavy attack right off the bat, and now we're just gonna push him to a special 2. I know how to dex that special 2 easily. So it's just one projectile and then you just have to back out and just avoid him. So over here I'm just trying to get some permanent prowesses. So we did one heavy and we did do another heavy over here, and I went with the special 3 right when I got it. So it's not going to do a lot of damage, but still it does decent amount of damage. But because of not doing a lot of damage, like we didn't get a lot of power back, so I'm just intercepting here, just pushing him to 2 bars as many times as I can, and also staying aggressive. And over here we get hit. I don't know how, like I tried to text it but it didn't work out, and here we did a parry by accident. So, and luckily, like over here the resist, the stand your ground mastery, like it helped me out, and we didn't take a lot of damage over there. We resisted the unblockable heavy somehow, and over here we just used this last SP2, I guess, and it goes, no, it was just like it just brought him down to like 5%. And maybe next time, like I can just play this fight a little better. I mean, I just did not execute the plan properly in this one, and since I'm not that much familiar with Attuma also, that might be a case, like, you know, why I was not playing well against this fight. And next up is Toad on Power Snack. So in this one I used the Rupture pre-fight and I was using Scorpion, but it's still a very difficult fight because I was not playing it well, like, and I was just trying to nuke him down, and I was not realizing that he's just gonna get a lot of prowesses, and which is something I should not do a lot of times. So, and at 10 prowesses he puts a passive stun on you. So luckily, like, it didn't do a lot of damage because he was at a low number of prowesses. But if he had been at like 10 of those prowesses, it would have just knocked me down over there, and we nearly were dead. And somehow, like, you know, I just kept my calm, and over here we just finish off this fight with a special 2. And now he's just gonna use a special 1, but still, like, he was still in the fight. Like, I thought it might just kill him off, but it was just a lucky fight. I actually wanted to try this fight out just to see like how it works. Next time I know that it's better to send a Nimrod over here, but since we were in a lead, like I just thought, like, let's just experiment this at this point. So next up is Ikaris on Heaven Flow Intercept and Sadist node. So I'm using Scorpion in this one and just cycling special 1s and baiting out special 1s. It's a fairly easy fight. It's nothing special, just bait out SP1s, and you don't need to worry about the energizers, and you can do like 5-hit combos if you have the neutralize. And even if he has a lot of energize, you can basically just do a special 1 and remove all his energize buffs. So the fight is going well. We're at like 100% and we are taking him down pretty fast, and we also got a clean intercept over there. So we just do this last SP1, it puts a taunt, he throws a special and he dies. So I guess this was the 7th fight of the war. So next up is Rintrah on the same ebb and flow intercept and mighty charge. So I just use Scorpion as I always do, and not care about intercepting him and just keep up with the poisons. Intercepting him is just a bonus in this fight because it increases our attack and the power sting damage. So it was nothing, like, you know, I was concerned about. And The only drawback is that, once the fury ends, like, it removes all my poisons on him, so I have to reapply those poisons, and it's just a long thing, like a long fight. But normally, if I'm not intercepting him, I'm just close to him doing parry mediums, and I just try to stack up all the poisons over there. And sometimes, like, if he is in a corner, I just prefer to do like a parry heavy, so that, like, I also knock him down. Even with the protection up, the power sting damage is still a lot based on the poisons, so that's a good thing. So now he's at like 7 or maybe 2 of those charges, sorry. So we just go with normal hits, and once he's at like above 5 or something charges, I always try to go with a heavy attack so that I can reset it back to a number lower than 5. So over here the fight is nearly down, like we go with the special 2. It's gonna push him to like 3 charges. So over here we also get some healing back because of the petrify. So it's going well, like it's just a long fight again, so we just have to stick to the plan and just follow, like I just have to follow like what is in my head, the strategy in which I have to do this fight. So it's going well, and over here we just push him to another SP1 and he just throws it and dies of the power sting. So that was a nice fight. Next is Thing on Ebb and Flow Intercept and Mighty Charge, and also Crumbling Armor. It's a bad placement for Thing because you can easily just use Hercules and just nuke him down. So over here, I thought like my intercept would connect, but it didn't connect, and I was a bit shocked about this. So we just initially go with pushing him to 15 rock stacks, so he throws that special. And after this point, like once he throws that special, I'll just try for an intercept and SP1. So we do one hit and we just dash back, and I thought like the special intercept would count as an intercept, but it didn't. So we just go in again and just get another intercept, a clean intercept. So, and I'm also keeping track of his rock shield or rock shield charges. So the protection is back now, so we can do like 1-2 hits again and put the infuriate and just intercept him easily. So over here with the SP2 triggered the protection, so now we have to do like 5 hits on the block, oh sorry, normally. And because of assassins, like I kind of like lowered his ability accuracy, which didn't give him one more rock stacks out of a 5-hit combo. So we just finished the fight easily. It was not a difficult fight, it's just you just have to be careful about everything going on in the fight. So next up is Gorr on Safeguard. So I'm gonna use Scorpion and put the Rupture pre-fight for this fight. And it's not a difficult fight, I think I use a power start 1 boost if I'm not wrong, just so that I can just fate seal him at the start after like doing a parry and combos. So I think it was a power start 1. No, it wasn't a power start 1. Okay, so here we get hit initially, which was not the plan, but eventually like he played through our intercept and we got to a special 1. We just used that special 1, did the fate seal and removed all his buffs, so he's not going to gain that region for some time. But eventually, like somewhere he gets that region sometimes, and then you just have to throw that special 1 just so that you can fate seal all his buffs again, and also just bait out SP1s because they're easy to bait and retaliate afterwards. So again, not a special fight, like nothing special in this fight. It's just basically once you put the neutralize, you can do like 5-hit combos, build up another special 1, And in that time, like sometimes it's the only annoying part of this fight is that since his SP1 is a longer SP1, your neutralize fails sometimes, which is the only bad thing about this fight. So here we put that petrify on him, but then afterwards I realized that the willpower mastery gets removed against Gorr, so we don't take any hits. We don't take any willpower healing, I think. So that's the only thing which I knew about, and I thought like initially I'll just put a petrify and take some willpower healing so I can get back to new 100%. So it didn't work out this way, and this is the fight where I'm gonna die. And I was not boosted. See, that was like I think one of my fault. And at this point, like I used an invulnerability and we lost the invulnerability. And here you can see, like there was a freeze. And in this fight my controls were not working, like they were a bit delayed, like I could feel it. If he throws a special one, it was very hard for me to dex that SP1. And over here, like even if I was trying to intercept, my intercept delayed a lot, so I was just taking hits. And over here I was just trying, like I figured it out somehow that I have to dash back way earlier than the timing, and that's how I have to focus on this fight. So I was just scared at one point, like the only fault like I had was like not using appropriate amount of boosts and just under boosting, which I feel I might not do the next time. So we're still trying our best, like in this fight, just so that like we don't give a death, but eventually we do. And somewhere I think we nearly got him, but afterwards it was the special 2 which got, like I just got clipped with the special 2, which was unfortunate. And like I don't know, like I couldn't dex back, and or maybe it was the delay which made me not dex back on time. So I was a bit scared on about that. So we're controlling the fight as best as we can, but somewhere we make a mistake. And over here I'm just hoping that he throws a special one, and he did. And over here we're not taking a lot of block hits and just being more aggressive and beating out special ones. And over here I think this was my fault that I did a 5-hit combo. I should have just went in with intercepting him more. And over here he dashed in, like and the intercept didn't work, which was bad. So this SP2 doesn't do a lot of damage, and I thought it might. And over here I think we get parried again. Oh, it was the parry. So we got parried again, and he just followed it with the combo, so with the SP2. So that's the reason we just died. And over here again the controls were not working. I shouldn't have taken this fight at in the first place, but I don't know, like I thought like I can't do it with Havok, but it just didn't work out. So the next time, like I'm sure, like I'm not taking this Korg if I see a Korg over here, and I'm just gonna go with somebody who has a Diablo. So that was just my fault, like I take the blame for this death, but it's fine. So next fight was Shuri on brute force and auto evade. I think it's like whenever they do auto block or evade, they gain some amount of power. So it was that node, and also you get it disorient if you do a parry. So I'm just gonna cycle SP once with Hercules so I counter the miss, and also make sure that if my miss expires, like I have to be careful about like hitting her. So that's what we're doing, which is baiting out heavies. And I'm just taking all the special 1 and special 2s on the block just so that I'm more careful about this fight. And that was my last fight for this war, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.